Okay, this is our first attempt at a video. I will talk about the notion of functions, chapter 6. This is page 82. Comprendre et utiliser la notion de fonction. Before we actually look at the book, as you might have seen from page 84, it's not really easy to understand. I will explain to you the concept of functions, and then we will come to the book a little later. Okay, so what is a function? A function, very simply, as you see here, you can think of it as a converter. It converts an input value to an output value. What do I mean by input value? What do we mean? We mean that here's a box, we call it converter or we call it function, and a number goes in and a number comes out. So it converts the input into an output. How does it do so? It does so because in a way that is defined from before. So this function will do this, that function will do that. So there can be an infinite number of functions, each doing a different sort of conversion. So let us see a very simple function. So this is a function that, for example, which just doubles the input. So whatever number you put as input, it doubles it and gives it that number to you as output. So here you can see we make a little table with a few numbers, and you can see that if the input is minus 10, output will be 2 times minus 10, double of minus 10, that is minus 20. Same with minus 8 and minus 16. If input is 0, then output is also 0. If input is 4, double of 4 is 8, so output is 8. If input is 8, then output is 16. What if the input is 9.5? What will be the output? Okay, so write down the answer to this question. Write down the answer to this question on a bit of paper, and later you WhatsApp to me. This is a small way I will keep track of whether you are actually watching the videos. So within all these videos, I will have simple questions, and you have to, after the video, send them to me as WhatsApp so that I know that you have watched the video. This is, you don't have to write any explanation. You just, this is, let's call this problem number A. You just have to write problem number A, answer is this. Okay. So you've understood this. This is a function which just doubles the input, doesn't do anything else. You give it 10 million as input, it will output 20 million. You give it 0 as input, it will output 0 as output. Now this is a specific function. It is a function that doubles the input. You could have a function that also triples the input. So if I don't have it drawn, but we can discuss it. So if I give minus 10 as input, you will get minus 30 as output. Okay. So let's move on to another example of a function. This is interesting. Here we will take a function that squares the input. Whatever number you put as input, it gives the output as the square of the input. So if you have here, as you can see, the start of the table, if the input is minus 10, then output is 100. Why is it 100? Because minus 10 into minus 10 is 100. A negative number, when it is squared, gives a positive number. If you put in minus 5, you get 25. If you put in 0, what is the square of 0? 0 into 0 is 0. So the output is 0. Similarly, When you put in 5, what is the output? It's 25. So now you can see that you see something strange is here, that for two different inputs you have the same output. For -5 and 5 you have outputs which are the same, that is 25. It will be the same for say -10 plus 10, and for any negative number and its corresponding positive number, the output will be the same. We go down the list, we see if input is 8, what is the output? The output is 64. Before I turn the page, remember, you have to give me the answer for this. If the input is 9.5, what is the output? Just send it to me by WhatsApp. So this one was A, this is B. Let me turn the page and we will now continue with the discussion on whether a function can have the same output for one or more inputs. Yes, it can. A function can indeed give the same output for one or more inputs. Let's look at a function which is quite ridiculous in fact, where we say the input goes in and the output is equal to input minus input plus 5. So if we take some of the numbers, we can see here, if you put in 0, it will be 0 minus 0 plus 5, so you get the answer 5. If you put in 2, it will be 2 minus 2 plus 5, which is 5. If you put minus 10, it will be minus 10 minus minus 10 plus 5, which is 5. And you will see for every single number, the output is 5. Even for 1 million. 1 million minus 1 million plus 5 is 5. So the output is the same for every input. This is an extreme example of a function. For every input, it gives an output of plus 5. We could even simplify the formula in the box. This formula in the box is out is equal to in minus in plus 5. And we could just write it as out is equal to 5. Output is actually independent of input. Whatever input you get the same output. Now this is a very ridiculous function. It is not very useful, but I just gave it as an example of a function that gives you the same output for one or more inputs. Okay, now we will turn the page again and we will come to, here we go, we will look at the opposite, whether an input can give you two different outputs, and the answer is no, it cannot. But the opposite is not true, as I write here. You can never have two outputs for the same input. If you do, this is not a proper function and it is wrong, because you give an input and you don't know the output. For example, if input is 10, sometimes it gives you 5, and input is 10 and sometimes it gives you 6, or input is 8, sometimes it gives you 4 and sometimes it gives you 3, then this is not a function. Okay, so we will revisit this concept a little later on when we start looking at the book and when we start looking at functions in some more detail. Now we can come to the last part of this video. Sometimes you can find the function if a series of outputs and corresponding inputs are provided. Sometimes it is possible. So if the input is minus 10, output is minus 11, you see this whole table here. Minus 7 will give you minus 8, minus 1 will give you minus 2, 0 will give you minus 1, 1 will give you 0, 2 will give you 1, 4 will give you 3, 6 will give you 5. Can you find out the function? Can you write a formula to link the input and output? Here, what is output equal to? So that is problem number C, and you send it to me via WhatsApp. Now this is the end of this video. The next video, which I will send in a couple of days or even less, even earlier, will be about how do you define a function. We've seen so many functions, but I have written words inside them. I have written here, for example, double the value, double the input. Here it is square the input. So we will see how we can define a function. That is the subject of the next video. This is the end of this video. So please send me A, B, C, the 3 answers. I'm not really going to grade them. I'm just going to glance at them and make them that they're correct. They're so simple, but it is just to make sure that you have watched the video from beginning to end. Okay, until then, this is Kim signing off.